Yes, people. You know, as we see it, Tuchel and Bayern just got robbed. I'm going to say it nice and clear. Is it because I want him at my club? Who knows? Who knows? We'll discuss it. But yeah, Real Madrid inevitably went through. You know, 2 late goals from Joselu, ex-Stoke City player. Crazy. But, you know, dreams are made to come true at some point in someone's life. But other than that, other than the game, we're going to be talking about Tuchel wanting Man United and him twerking for us. Like, who wouldn't? You know, Ten Hag needs to absolutely get the F out. And then obviously Jong To Arsenal is looking like a strong link, and we could talk about how that would improve or not improve the side in general. Or is it a brilliant player that they even need is another question. But yeah, man, look, we might as well start with the Real Madrid game. I don't know where you lot. We're going to be joined by Welks and also Monster as well. In the group chat, yeah, Gal, you can easily see, you know, you got Greasy, you got Rom saying that Tuchel threw that game with his substitutions. But I'm like, but Tuchel doesn't. I thought the game was going as normal as possible. I'm going to be real. Like, I thought they were defending counter attack. I thought the players let him down. Neuer let him down in the end. As much as he had a great game, he had Fabianski hands. So on top of that, you know, last time I checked, I don't remember the manager controlling his hands. And it was the same game, counter-attacking football all game. The difference is Musiala had to go off injured. Kane was absolutely shattered. You could see from that last stretch of the run on the left-hand side, he couldn't do it no more. You know, Kim Min-jae coming on, they barely had an option. But I thought maybe it was a little bit too early to throw on defenders. Maybe. But in one game, you've got Dortmund, who shut up shop in the 66th minute against PSG, and yet that's called a masterclass. And in another game, you got someone that brings on defenders in the 76th minute or something like that. And they call it a disaster class. So which one is it? Gnabry's injured. Musiala got injured. They've got Alphonso Davies playing left wing. What more else do you need?
How did VAR get that wrong, though? I thought they had the automated technology
for
the offside goal.
No, I think Staffy can just explain that to us as well.
Wait, you're talking about the last one, the delict goal?
Yeah, Bayern.
Well, it wasn't a VAR mistake. It was a refereeing mistake. He blew the whistle early, and VAR can't interfere if it's not a decision on the pitch. So the reason VAR can't interfere is because the play was dead, basically, and that's why, I mean, Kaz just said it. The lineman after the game apologized to Delict. He said he got it wrong. He should have allowed the play. And Delict himself said in the interview after the game, the post match interview, he said, "How come on the other side they let the Joselu goal go in?" So he scored first, then they said it's offside, then they said we'll review it. But on the other side, we're about to score and they blow the whistle early. It just makes no sense. If it's close, you gotta allow it. I think someone should lose their job today, and it has to be.
I think they're definitely gonna review that now. They're gonna probably be like, "Yo," either they're gonna tell the linesmen to not blow their whistle going forward.
Or they already know that is the rule, but that's what I'm saying. He needs to lose his job. That should be
what they do, but they messed up completely. Bayern should be absolutely furious at this moment in time. They've been robbed. I fully agree with you guys there. But when it comes to this, Thomas Tuchel, you can't blame Thomas Tuchel's tactics. You can't blame his substitutions. You have one of your most experienced players in Manuel Neuer basically handing them the opening goal to give them a chance to get back into the game.
And he had a great game too. That's a shame because he was amazing.
He was outstanding, making save after save, and then he does that. Joselu also coming on and scoring the winner also. It's just what Real Madrid do. Like, they're inevitable. They're Thanos. This is how they are in the Champions League. They find ways, and
I know how they find their ways. Referees, mate, doing their favors over and over and over again. It's funny how Michael Oliver's the referee to the final of the FA Cup, but here we are in it. But I don't know what you thought, Welks, yeah. But I just thought, I thought Bayern got robbed. But how many times have we seen it over the years where the favoritism goes in towards of Barcelona or Real Madrid? And now, if that wasn't evident enough, I don't know what else is evident. Like, if Staffy's telling me the Lions made the decision and they can't review on VAR, I didn't even know that if that's the case. I thought they do review it regardless, because if it's a goal and it's illegible, then why is it not being reviewed? Surely everything goes to VAR when there's a goal being scored, no? That's the last time I checked the interpretation.
This is technically not a goal. Like, if the whistle was blown, it doesn't matter what you do after that.
Yeah, because I only remember the effort. The only one I know about the whistle being blown, was it Bruno Fernandes against Brighton or something like that? And that's the
Yeah, it was like extra time or something like that, or like double extra time, like that.
But the ball, so the play was active at the time. When we scored, even though he blew the whistle after to end the game, when they reviewed it, the play was active. That's why VAR can't review this one because the play was inactive. I understand it's a stupid rule, but it is a rule because technically there's no play going on right now. So it doesn't matter what happens after the whistle. The issue was the whistle going and the flag going up. That flag should have never went up. That's what I'm saying. That guy deserves to lose his job. He should 100% be fired tonight. He doesn't deserve to be there.
Proper Bissett, man. Honestly, that referee there, I don't like him at all.
But the thing is though, like how like they know as well, like aren't the referees they're taught these days to keep your flag down and make 100%. It after the, you know what I'm saying? You either wait for a whistle or then do it. So then it allows for something to be reviewed, or you know, it can be checked. When you make the decision straight away, you're kind of opening a kind of worms to make your own rub for your back as an official.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Get it wrong. Because how about this? If VAR did check it, he might may well have been that marginally offside. Do you know what I'm saying? Was it Kim? Who was it that tried to win the header? Was it Kim?
Was it not Eric Dial? No, Delit or something like that.
No, Delit the one who scored. Who's the one who would
challenge? Sane.
No, Sane was off. So, wasn't Sane?
Sane, Delicto was off. Sane and Mendy were going for the ball. Mendy's the one that headed it back.
Yeah,
and then they played it.
So even then, the fact that Mendy's headed it back, but then again, you can say that he was interfering with play. The fact that Mendy headed it that way because the defender,
because Sane was on him, but Sane wasn't off anyways. Because even BN did they did the offside technology thing after the game, and they said if the whistle wasn't blown, he would have been onside. They checked and he was onside.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
The line on everything's apologized to Tuchel and Ligt. Wait, Sane, you sure he's not true promoting? I thought Sane came off.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If I
don't remember, maybe
I don't want him to apologize to me. I'm just looking at him like an idiot at that point.
Yeah. So are you saying that if that goal should have stood?
It should have, yeah.
It should have, yeah.
It was. They messed up. They know they messed up, and now everyone's looking at this. They're like, the game ends in controversy.
That's what I thought. I thought Rudiger from on the notion. It looked like Rudiger's back foot was keeping on side. The thing is, it's just this old game of cheats. Yeah, when I tell you now, yeah, even though it's been 2-2, I reckon Real Madrid might have went on to win it regardless because they had all the momentum. It was on their favor, but you can never say never. You know what I mean? You still got a fighting chance to take it to penalties. And I'm not being funny. Good luck against scoring against Neuer during the penalties, right?
I just sent it to you, by the way. The offside.
On us. Yeah,
on WhatsApp.
And I think they ruined one of the most exciting games I've seen in a long time. You know, when it's the games, it's back and forth, right? And it doesn't have to be a high scoring game, but it can still be enjoyable. A bit like the first game between Dortmund and PSG in the first leg. I thought it was sick. But in this notion, Madrid, man, wait, this is why they get players in Team of the Year all the time when they don't deserve it. Stuff like that. Them and Barcelona. Starting with La Liga and UEFA, the little bum chums. Little brown envelopes going through. All the time. I can't lie though, Vini Jr., is he the best player in the world?
Oh, yeah. We need to talk about him because that game was amazing, regardless of that obviously that offside thing towards the end. But the game was amazing. And Vini Jr., bro, listen, for Neuer to make that mistake, Vini had to take that shot. And the fact that Vini's just involved in everything, bro. Listen, I think this guy's actually better than Mbappe, if I'm being honest with you. I feel like it doesn't get spoken about enough. This guy's amazing, bro. He is probably the best attacker in the world, if I'm being very honest with you. He was just involved in everything today. He was cooking Kimmich all game.
If we got Vini, but this is, if we think about if we think in next season, you add Mbappe to that mix.
Yeah,
bro,
crazy.
What does that mean for the rest of the European teams that are trying to go get, any sort of European title? Because don't get me wrong, we've seen Galactico sort of lineups up front, but under Ancelotti, that's a different story. Did you know what I mean? Like, where does Mbappe even play? Because he's not playing on the left. He must be going on the right or up front. Surely.
Well, down the middle, yeah.
Down the middle. If he goes down the middle, I don't think that's his most effective play.
I don't think he wants to be a striker, but that's where they're going to play him probably.
But the
probably play two strikers.
I could see Rodrigo probably getting
on to the left.
I could see Rodrigo getting sold, but no way Vini's leaving that club.
There's no way there's no way to let Rodrigo. They probably
Vini's one of the biggest big game players in world football. Like literally, We talk about Mbappe, Haaland all the time. I think Vini gets disrespected because he's right there as the third, but he's actually performing better in the big games than these guys.
Sure, yeah, but surely they go with like a 4-4-2 for next season now. Because when I
they'll
think
play
about
two
it,
up front.
they'll play. I don't know why. Well, Ancelotti obviously like Kroos. I don't know if it's his last year, but it'll be Kroos and probably Tchouaméni or Valverde, or it might even be Valverde and Tchouaméni. Then you got Rodrigo on the right or left. Then you got Vini on the left, and then you put Mbappe up front with. I don't know if they're going to keep Endrick.
But you know, it makes Mbappe look
Bellingham.
weak.
Bellingham. I forgot about Bellingham.
It makes Mbappe look weak though, because how many years has he been trying to win the Champions League, and he's going to be joining a team that's just coming off winning a Champions League. It doesn't really. If he goes on to win it next year, even if he breaks every goal record, people are going to look at him. They're going to be like, "You're not doing nothing special." They won it last year. Where Haaland, he came to City and won them their first Champions League. So if Mbappe wins the Champions League with Real Madrid, are we going to look at it as special as it would be if he did it at PSG?
Yeah,
You know he's gonna look like Igao. He's gonna look like KD when he joined the Warriors.
I was
Remember
literally
that?
thinking that. I was gonna make the reference. He's he's like, you know what? If I can't beat them, I'm gonna join them. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And also, what people are gonna do, you're gonna stop what you're doing right now and like the video.
Like the goddamn video, people.
Because liking the video is free and it's totally like easy as well. It takes like 2 seconds, not even 2 seconds of your time. You know, all you got to do is stop hearing us waffle for like 5 seconds, and you know, you've done your job. Are you gonna do your job, or are you gonna be that like the Lionel today in the Champions League game? Are you gonna fluff it up? Who's paying you not to like the video? There's people out there, I'm pretty sure. If it was Trent and Vini cooked him like he did cooked Kimmich, everyone would be cooking Trent. And also, Kudu's release clause is 85 million euros or pounds. Because you're sending this in.
It's 65. That's what I heard.
Yeah, but he might be talking in euros though.
Regardless, Xavi Simon's much better player.
And Xavi is 60 million. Is that your? Honestly, let me know if that's in euros, or can someone in the comments let me know if that's in euros or pounds.
The thing is, they might be different players, Staffy, but the way that teams might view them and how they could utilize them in multiple positions, that's what they're looking at.
No. I just don't see a direct comparison. It really depends on what you need.
It's really tough to compare any two players that are that versatile.
If you're in the, so I think it's a little bit easier to rate someone who plays in the 10. I think the 10 is a more difficult role. Whereas, like, no disrespect to wingers, but I feel like every year there's always a new hype with like a new couple wingers. But how many good 10s have came out in the last few years? Like, if I had to sign one, I mean, we're dead anyways. We need a 10 and a right wing, but I would go for Simone's if I could, because I'm not gonna lie, this kid is a baller.
Musiala and Florian Wirtz are the new number 10s.
He single-handedly ripped apart Arsenal last year.
Yeah, Musiala.
When he was at PSV last year, he single-handedly ripped us apart in one of those games. He is actually amazing. Like, if
Wasn't that this season?
No, it was PSV last year in the Europa League.
You didn't play it in this year in the group stage.
No, he plays for Leipzig this year.
Yeah, that's why I'm missing. My fault. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, but anyways, PSG, they should hold on to him, because if Mbappe is leaving, they should hold on to that guy, that kid.
Yeah, he's probably not going nowhere. Yeah.
What, Kudu's 85 million pound release clause? Yeah, dead.
Let me ask you guys a question: Olise or Kudos? Who's a better player for you guys?
Who's the better football player?
Yeah,
I think Olise. I'm not gonna.
Olise is the better football player.
I think they're on the same level. You know,
just about. Yeah, just about.
No one is clear.
No, Kudus is better.
No. You know what is
better?
I think on a technical level, I think Elise edges it.
Elise is more pleasing to the eye.
So
that's what it is. Let's not being pleasing to the eye. There's not always. It's not.
Yeah, but I think Kudus is more effective in front of goal.
Doesn't mean he's more technical.
I think he's got better passing than him and stuff. Yeah, like his end product is much better. It's on technical levels. If we talk about the pure technical level, yeah. If we talk about striking the ball and being effective in front of goal, you're taking Kudus all day long.
100%.
And Neto is not better than both. His hamstring, Neto's hamstrings are made out of Weetabix. He's not better no more. That guy.
Neto, when he's, I'll be real.
Neto's crazy though.
I think he's better than both. I think he's
you know what he's like the package of both of them. If you mix both of them together, you get Neto. But unfortunately, Neto's made out of Weetabix.
Neto's end product ain't mad. That's not.
No, Neto's got good end product. Don't you remember at the start of the season? He was killing it.
Yeah, but
he always gets. He just. I hear what you're saying about left foot, right foot, left wing, right wing, even down the middle. I hear what you're saying. But Neto is brazy as well. You know, when he beats a player, he just looks elegant. You know what I mean? And I think he's got a better. Well, does he have a better delivery than Kudus? I don't know. Probably.
But Kudus don't really like spam balls in though. He doesn't really.
No, but he's getting. You know what I like about Kudus' game?
His body is insane. You cannot get the ball for him. You can't get the ball.
But
He's
value for
dribbling
money,
it.
right? But value for money, like I don't know. Are you taking 85 million pounds worth or 55 million pounds in Elise?
Yeah, because Elise don't play.
To
does
be fair,
play.
Elise
That's
just
the
got a
thing,
new contract.
he gets injured a lot.
Elise
Yeah,
just got a new
Elise-
contract.
No.
Why
I debunked that the other day.
Yeah, I
debunked it the other day.
yeah.
He's had one hamstring injury this season that kept him out twice, but that was the first time he's ever gotten this injury. Yes, he missed a decent amount of games, about 15 games, but other than that, he's never had that injury. That was
But
the
the
only
fact
time
that he
he's
got a
been
new
injured.
contract, why would he be cheap?
Well, I'm not
Cool.
being funny. Like for someone that plays for Crystal Palace, yeah, and he's played less minutes and less games, Kudus has got 7 goals and 5 assists, yeah, in 31 Premier League games. At least he's got 9 goals and 4 assists in Premier League. Only thing I'll give Kudus a bit of leeway is because he's played in other played in another competition, which he's done really well in as well. So he's playing more games. Ultimately, overall, it's going to be more tired.
I hear it, but like again, I think that's when we're picking and choosing when we want GA to matter.
Yeah, but we're talking G. But that's what we do our game on more time once. We
But
both
now-
like this.
now
We
we're
like-
gonna do our
we
game
like-
on.
we both like doing this on the eye.
Welcome. Are you hearing that now the GA importance is rising?
The one's playing with
Yeah.
Mateta. One's playing with Mateta and Jordan Ayew. The other one is playing with Antonio,
Eze as well, don't do that.
Bowen. Yeah, bro, Paqueta. He's got an Alvarez, and I would say actually, to be fair, I think both defenses have probably been as sturdy as one another this season.
But I just think I think there's a very blurred line between being aesthetically classy and pleasing and mixing that with being technically better.
So why do you
Yes.
not like Darwin Núñez?
Because he's crap.
To be fair, he has nothing.
I mean, he's getting not aesthetically pleasing, but he's effective when he needs to be at times.
But he's crap.
He's effective at being shit.
He's effective.
He's effectively shit.
In fact, he's not even crap. He's just not good enough, in my opinion. Just not good enough. Crap is too much. It's not good enough.
Bro, come on. He has like a 10% conversion rate. Let's not talk about
Yeah,
it.
because the thing about because you can say that, but I think Anthony is crap. Like
He
Anthony
is
is crap.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
but,
he-
but
he-
wait.
he's
There's
cool,
no.
but
What you're
Nunes,
gonna say?
yeah, he's not good
Please
enough.
land it correctly. Yeah, Anthony has got like 2 GA in like a whole year.
That's crazy.
A whole year. There's no conversation in it. You don't even get a GA, like let alone on the eye. He's whack. He's absolutely shit.
Yeah,
Like I said, like
right.
when me and Monts done the Man United buy, sell, and all that kind of stuff, he was straight. We had to make a new category called bin juice. He was straight in there, first one. Do you understand? There was get sold, like sell right now, and there's bin juice. He is bin juice.
Damn,
You know what bin juice is, innit? You know that thing that leaks at the bottom of your bin?
that's nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
it's the food waste bin. It's not the
Yeah,
normal
yeah,
waste
yeah,
bin.
it's a food- it's a-
Because
And
it's
then
Asian and that.
Dongyin. It's the worst. That's just horrific.
It's mixed
It
with
makes you go like this.
it's mixed with like gone off chicken.
You know when you
the-
hear that, you just think like, ugh, brother,
Yeah.
ugh. Like,
Bro.
what the-
Binge is crazy.
I we're 30 likes off of 100. Make sure you do that if you don't mind. But yeah, look, Dortmund versus Madrid final. Is that really fair?
Well, Jude Bellingham faces his old team and that. Bro, I swear, the football gods has a mad script for Jude Bellingham. I swear, just won the league. He's got mad goals, mad assists. He didn't play well today, but listen, nevertheless, in totality, for a young buck to come into a game like Real Madrid and it's settled the way he settled, going to a Champions League final with Real Madrid heritage on your back, it's good, man. It's good for him.
My
Good
question
enough.
to you is: Mbappe comes there next year. Does it kind of disrupt the team balance? Because those players all seem very humble. Mbappe comes in there. He's a guy who comes off as
It's Real Madrid.
Yeah, it's Real
It's,
Madrid.
not,
So
it's Real Madrid. I can't lie.
first and foremost, the best coach to probably coach Mbappe is probably Ancelotti, don't you think?
Yeah. They
And
get
also
Champions
when-
in 2 years.
I'm
That's
just-
calm.
PSG's main man to go into Madrid. You're just like everybody else, bro. You're
Yeah.
not the main man. You're not Ronaldo. They've got their own version in Vini. And then you got to think, oh wait, there's Toni Kroos. Oh wait, there's Rudiger. Oh wait, there's Chouameni. Wait, and he's got a couple of his French guys there. So You know, that ego stuff, they'll have an ego, but your ego is just as big as everybody else's. They think they're just as good as you. And if you don't perform, the crowd will get onto you.
Real Madrid, it's Perez. Perez was there smiling his teeth, bro. He knows what he's going in about his club. I got to listen, you can call about them about cheats and stuff like that, but you see Real Madrid's setup is brazy. It's brazy. Real Madrid's setup is brazy, and it starts from Perez, bro. They've got Enderick and Mbappe come in. You got Vini, one of the best athletes as well. Not only a great footballer, but one of the best athletes in the game as well. Then you got Rodrigo as well. Bro, you got Brand at Rudiger. Look at him now. Dunking on his old manager, bro.
Well, he got dunked on today though by Davies.
Yeah, but listen,
that's shameless, you know. That's shameless. Allowing Davies to come on his right foot and score is shameless.
Oh, yeah, no,
true. What a goal that was.
Is he not also going to Madrid?
David said he's right-footed. David's right-footed?
No, he's left-footed.
No, he's left-footed.
Yeah, he's left-footed, bro. So
Howler.
How's that howler?
How can you not know Davies is left-footed?
No, I'm saying you said to allow him to come onto his right foot.
Yeah,
he's left-footed. So wouldn't you put him on his weaker foot?
Yeah, I know, but he still should be defending that. Like,
to be fair,
as a centre back, like you should the Rudiger looked like he took ages.
No, I'm just saying if someone is predominantly one-footed, because he is predominantly one-footed,
you want to push him to the right,
You pushed him to his right side, and he's just slapped it, Vince. On his
it's his first goal as well. First goal in Champions League.
Just like that.
You know, it's his first goal in the Champions League too. He's never scored in the Champions League.
Yeah, like that is. How about this? He's not doing that. If he tries that 100 more times, it's not happening.
But he's a defender, really and truly.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like when Monts is saying, it makes sense to have him go to his right because he doesn't do anything. I mean, that is true. He's never done that until today. So I can really blame Rudiger.
He would have been scrutinized more if he goes down the outside and fires in a quality low cross and Vini and Kane just taps it in or something. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
is that guy ever going to win a trophy?
I thought it was close.
Man's curse.
On a rule, yeah. I was really thinking like, oh my days, all German final, Dyer and Kane might actually get their first trophy, and what a trophy it is. And then that happens, and you got a bunch of Arsenal fans celebrating cheekily, like they could even laugh at man for any sort of Champions League talk when
why can't we? We're sitting at home. We're sitting at home watching this game, and we're like, you know what? Yes.
Who are you?
These guys lost.
Who are you? Who are you?
Yeah, who are you?
Who are you?
Well,
You're the same person that's bring Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. You tried to disrespect Bayern Munich. They came to your yard and beat you.
The fact that they got to a semi-final and everything, yeah, and they got further than what you've done in the last flipping since in 20 years, bro.
So what? So what? It doesn't mean anything.
Who are you to laugh at them?
Did they win?
Cheeky,
1 second. You guys are all gonna laugh. You guys are all gonna laugh at whoever doesn't win the Premier League this season. So
why am I? What do you mean? I'm supporting you, man. What are you on about?
No, I'm not. I'm talking about in general.
Yeah, but I'm talking to you. I'm talking specifically to you.
In general, if the team doesn't win, they're gonna get poked fun at. They advanced past us, and to see Neuer flop the way that he did and mess up for that opening goal, it brought me a great joy.
How dare you? If you bucked Real Madrid. If you bucked Real Madrid, yeah.
Is there anything wrong with saying that?
And Bayern Munich had a goal. If you bucked Real Madrid, a goal, you would have got smoked.
Guess what? We don't know. We don't know if that's true.
Wouldn't anyone like?
We don't know if that's true. One thing we do know is Bayern Munich lost. Harry Kane goes trophyless again, and the only trophy he's gonna lift this season is actually a cannon. And that's the gold, and that's the golden glove. That's the golden goal, whatever it's called, golden boot, or whatever it is over there. So hey,
I ain't gonna lie, yeah. I would want Kane to win something because it might actually help England in the Euros because he finally got something over the line.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? I know he's not getting over the Euro.
I think Harry Kane.
We play better with Ollie Watkins.
Talk about Harry Kane as a loser now. Can we finally talk about him as a loser?
Here we go, man. What do you want to say about someone who scored 44 goals this season?
It's a team sport, but how is it that his team always comes up short?
I mean, I think it was.
There's a lot of variables, Gal. You can't say you're pumping it on Harry Kane.
No, but bro,
Bayern Munich had a whole
we have examples after example after example.
Lost in the league as well, so you can't have onus.
We were winning when he was on the pitch. What do you want him to do?
He's scoring the goals. He's getting all the records. But why is his team not winning the league?
So wait.
Why is his team not?
Did you not just say a key word?
Why is his team not winning even the domestic cup? He's at Bayern Munich where they win every year.
Oh, wait, you said team. Why is his team? So you just admitted he's done his job by scoring all the goals, and it's his team, no? Because
no, but
I'm not being funny.
I'm saying it in a sense that
No one told Kim
Once
Min Jae
again,
to do
I'm
kiss
saying it in the
chase with
sense that
Vini
he's
in
scoring
this
the
first half.
goals.
No one told him to do that.
One second,
No.
I'm saying it in the sense that he's scoring the goals, but is him scoring the goals taking away from the team?
I mean, I think
What?
he's got 12
Wait,
assists.
what?
Hey,
Wait,
bro,
no,
he's
wait.
general. Him
What?
and Musiala is
Did
cooking
you
this
hear
year because of this brother, you know.
Taking what from the team?
He's
Again?
taking what
What is
away
he
from the
taking?
team?
What is he
How
taking
is
from the team, bro?
Kane
He's
came
taking his
off.
chances.
You know, Kane came off when they were 1-0 up, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they scored 3 minutes after he got subbed off. Like he technically was not losing at any point in this game. Like, what is the guy supposed to do? I'm not gonna lie, Gal. If he never played for Spurs, you wouldn't be saying that. That's just your Spurs agenda, bro. Let's just be
Bro,
honest.
I'm just asking you guys the question. Neither you guys are just deflecting. The real thing is,
what is the question?
my main point and my main argument is, if he never won anything at Spurs, fine. But his first year at Bayern Munich, he's breaking all the goal records, but he can't actually get an individual. He can't get a team award. Even the domestic cups, he can't even get that. His first game, obviously, he didn't play. They ended up losing. I'm not going to hold that against him. But even the domestic cups in Germany, he couldn't even pick up one of those.
Well, the answer is simple, Igal.
If he
Leipzig
goes,
are
if he
going.
goes next year, trophyless again with the Bayern Munich team that has not gone trophyless in 12 years, and they go 2 years trophyless, and then at that point we can actually say he's cursed. We have to.
Igal, the answer is simple. They lose in the league and the cup to Leverkusen, who are undefeated all over Europe. Okay, so I don't think we can blame him for that, can we? And then he just lost to Madrid, and we just saw what happened. So if you're looking for your answer, the answer is right there, bro. Like, what is he supposed to do about Leverkusen and Madrid? Like, the guy, he's doing his job. What is he meant to do? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's funny. Let's be honest. We can laugh at it. I'm not gonna police how people mock him about it. Yeah, it's so easy now to just say he's cursed. But what the hell is the guy supposed to do, bro? He has 40-something goals in the season. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, if someone had 40-something goals for Arsenal this season, you'd be saying he's a Ballon d'Or nominee. Let's just be honest.
No,
bro.
he is a Ballon d'Or candidate. But his team
you know it, bro. Like, imagine Saka or one of his strikers with 40+ goals.
One second, he is a Ballon d'Or candidate. I'm not going to take that away from him. But his team hasn't delivered.
It's a bad luck.
So have they let him down then?
You could say maybe they let him down, but at the same time, what is it a coincidence that his teams never win?
I know, but after 56 GA this year, don't you think he's done his job?
I just don't think there's a correlation between him not winning with Spurs and him not winning with Bayern. Because Spurs were just crap around good teams. And then he pulled up to Germany. And the same year he pulls up, there's an undefeated team in the league. Yeah. When's the last time we saw an undefeated team in the league, bro? Like, what are we going to do, bro?
Yeah, you know what? That sparks onto the question then. So whether tonight is blamed on Tuchel or not, Tuchel wants Man United and clearly wants to be back in England. He's shared his love for England. David Ornstein also confirmed it. David Ornstein wants Man United, but should Man United want him?
Can I have this conversation, please? Can I have the line for Tuchel? Listen, I said it from earlier. I don't think Tuchel is a bad coach at all. I said it in Arsenal. I said I was on Neverfile saying here, like, don't doubt Tuchel. He's a guy that's won the Champions League, even though his football wasn't that great at Chelsea. He's still a good manager. Remember the beef between it was him and Todd Bowley. Man's telling him Todd Bowley's trying to get Cristiano Ronaldo. He's like, why do I need a Cristiano Ronaldo? Yes, he's made questionable signings with Aubameyangs and so forth, but Chelsea was going through a transition stage as well, and then they rode him out. Cool. The Bayern Munich thing was never it was never going to be a nice relationship. Bayern Munich was going through a transitional stage as well. Their man, even up their balls, are beefing as well. So there's a lot of information out there as well. But going on Tuchel, he's not a bad coach. And I think something like Man United, who's going through a transition, I think that's a nice sort of setup kind of thing. Today's game, you can blame it on Tuchel. Yes, the subs were a bit weird, but I think Tuchel can only do what he could do. But at the same time, it showed that he can still play at football. Man United are looking for identity of play. Tuchel can get that. Even though it probably might be boring and it's like, so problematic with his sort of football, at least it's a style of play that people can get behind with. Because with Erik ten Hag, you don't have a style of play. So at least with Tuchel, so far this Champions League campaign, I've seen a consistency of his style of play. Yes, it folded at the end because I don't know why he went to a 3 at the back and he put Kim Jae almost like wing back or something like that. And boom, Real Madrid scored 2 goals. But out of possession, they were playing 4-4-2. And then I think, I can't remember, within possession, was playing like a 4-2-2-1.
I think everyone plays 4-4-2 out of possession these days,
Yeah, for sure.
It's normal, isn't it?
Look, don't forget though, in this game, Harry Kane and Sonny was missed over hitting passes. Let's not forget that.
He went missing, man.
There was chances that Bayern Munich could have scored. That it was the end product that let them down as well. And that's before that Tuchel made those changes. Gnabry came off injured. Yes, Davis comes on. Obviously, I was a bit questionable. Can he play that sort of Gnabry sort of role? But he scored a goal. But Harry Kane and Sane, they were off it today. Musiala was quiet. Tchouaméni had a great game again, like marking him as well. Obviously, he grew into some parts of the game. But look at Eric Dyer now.
I like that centre mid they got, man. What's his name? The young centre mid?
Yeah, that Alex Pavlovic, 19-year-old.
Whatever his name is, yeah,
he's good, man. He's good. But look, Eric Dyer as well. So Tuchel. So imagine Man United fans now. You're looking at Martinez. Okay, you might get another centre back. Like you say, let Tuchel build, man. He could do something. Ineos coming into the fold as well. Maybe Tuchel can be the guy. I believe.
But you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Yeah. Every time, I told people stop listening to fucking Matt Law and these people. They don't even represent Man United. Like, stop it, yeah. But every time I see a Southgate link, my head goes beyond, fam. I'm talking as much as I want to ignore it. It's like these men are getting what they want. My head's on fucking Mars. If these men appoint Southgate as the new manager, I swear to God, I'm not supporting them next year. But
you're not getting Southgate, really.
Would you give Southgate a chance?
I'm telling you now, I'm going to watch Championship. I'm going to watch Championship football until that man is sacked.
Would you give Southgate a chance?
No.
You can't. He's the only one I want to give a chance.
Bro, anyone else here. Look, I'll give Potter a chance. I'll give De Zerbi a chance. I'll give Bearman a chance.
Lopetegui? Would you get?
Yeah. I'll give. Yeah. I would. But Southgate is where I draw the fucking line, bruv. He's the reason why we suffered in England. Yeah, with this golden generation, and I want that Man United. It's like you just got rid of shit to absolutely put feces on top of fucking shit. That makes no sense. Getting Southgate will put my head on the moon, fam. I'm not having it. Yeah, nowhere near. The guy's got no record of any trophies or whatever, just because you want to steady this shit. Matt Law, suck your mum. But what's it called? Safi, are you taking Tuchel?
I came to a conclusion that I don't think there's a perfect candidate for United. The one thing I'll agree with you on is the one person I don't want is Southgate. That's the one that I'm clearly no on. Like, don't even waste my time. The guy hasn't managed a club since 2009, and it was Middlesbrough. Yeah. So don't even waste my time with this nonsense. The guy hasn't. Bro, how many years is that? 15 years? Come on, don't waste my time with that. But Tuchel, I see why some people are saying yes. I see why some people are saying no. I don't think he has any experience in building teams. He does have experience in going into teams and steadying the ship, or actually having decent enough players and adding some players on it and then winning something. He's just not. My issue with him, he's not a sustainable league manager. Like, he's not proven in the past that he's a manager that, besides with PSG, that automatically win the league every year on default anyways. Besides that, he doesn't go to teams and he really competes for the league. We've seen him do the same thing with Chelsea. He won the Champions League, but he wasn't really competing in the league like that, you know? And then the whole thing that happened with the sanctions and the fall off with the new ownership and all that, I'm not going to use that against him. I think he's a good manager. I think he's a very good in-game manager, and that's very important to say, because there's some managers that could out there give you a plan for the season, but when they don't, you know, like a De Zerbi as an example. De Zerbi has a plan A, but once it goes south, he doesn't know how to turn a game around. Yeah. Tuchel is different. You saw Tuchel today, managing, what's his name, Kimmich, when he was getting cooked, telling him what to do, this and that. He's able to change the game a lot. He's a good in-game manager. But when you have managers that are like short-sighted and they look at one game at a time instead of the bigger plan, you'll reach some cup finals. You pick up some cups along the way, but it's not sustainable in terms of building a style of play for the next.
Who do you want then? I've never actually asked you.
I don't have a favorite. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, if we get a manager, anyone but Southgate, whoever the manager is, anyone Dutch. Don't get me anything that's Dutch.
No Dutch.
No Dutch and no Southgate. Anything but that, I won't be outrageously saying no. Like, I'm not gonna go out on the manager before he comes in. I'm not gonna do that. But at the same time. Yeah, that's the one. No, bro. This guy, listen, if he does, I'm gonna fly to England. I'm gonna meet you guys and we're gonna go fist him up together. This guy, no, bro. I don't want him in England, bro. Sorry, I don't want him in United. But he's the one manager.
For you, man, though. Would you trust your ownership? You've had managers before. You've had Louis van Gaal. You had Jose. You had Eric Ten Hag and you had Oli. Do you trust your man? Even when Oli came out saying that these are the players that he wanted to sign and stuff like that, whatever manager comes in, do you trust your ownership to back the manager kind of thing? And not backing the manager in the sense, well, you give them money.
We're supposed to have people, we're supposed to have footballing people in charge. So I expect a footballing decision and not a friendly decision. Just because it worked for England, that's international level, doesn't mean it's going to work for Man United and club level. It's not happening. It's not. It can't.
Football is a lot about relationships. Sometimes people get jobs based on who they know.
Yeah, 100%.
You're what? Why?
No, I'm being honest though.
No, Igal's not wrong. Sometimes you can give the job to people that you've known.
Because he might know him, they might be willing to give him a chance. And let's be honest, you guys have played well under a pragmatic manager who didn't really do too much offensive work in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Everyone criticized him for freestyle football. Thomas Tuchel is going to be doing a similar thing where he doesn't really drill his offense. He more works on his compactness and his midfield and his defense. So if you were to get a Southgate, it's not too different of a mold. At least they're looking at a similar mold of a manager.
Wait, what?
This is where you lost.
What? I Montreal on mute.
You guys hear what I'm saying? Or
they get what you're saying. They just don't want to face the reality of it.
No, I actually don't
it's
get
a
what
similar style of management.
So you're saying Southgate is similar to who? To Tuchel?
I'm saying Tuchel, Southgate, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer all have a similar style of approaching management. They focus on the defensive side of the game, and on the offensive side, they trust their better players to get it done for them.
You just compare Tuchel to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
I'm comparing the style of what they do on the pitch. That's it.
Two managers can be pragmatic, but one can be that side of pragmatic, and one can be more successful.
Tuchel's not necessarily pragmatic. So the thing about Tuchel,
but with the Tuchel we've seen, his majority he has been more pragmatic than not.
Oh, okay. So I'll tell you this: he played attacking when he was in Dortmund. He actually had that team balling out. Then he goes to PSG. And he did well with PSG. Let's be honest, he could have won a Champions League there. In that fight.
Not really.
Not really.
I would have
said Neymar
and he had Neymar balling out. He had Neymar balling in the middle of the park.
Of course, you're gonna have.
He had the wing backs. He had the wing backs. He had the
You say that, but not other managers ain't had them balling out.
My main point is the style of what I seen Tuchel do with Chelsea. What I seen Ole Gunnar Solskjaer do in Manchester United, and also what I've seen from Southgate with England, they're very similar.
No, not at all. I've seen technical managers.
Yeah, look at Tuchel's midfield.
You can look at the granular differences, but if you at least your ownership are looking at a certain profile of manager.
Yeah, I've seen actually PSG Tuchel against Solskjaer. He ripped us to shreds. We got lucky by a penalty.
You guys won though.
Wait. Tuchel's very possession based
by a penalty. Yeah. And that was during the Oli bounce period as well.
That was the biggest fluke ever.
The thing is,
hold on. Don't shoot the messenger. One sec. At least your ownership look like they're looking for something and they know what they're looking for.
One sec. According to you, your manager is an attacking manager as well, not pragmatic, but yet he fucked you up at the own gaff. He had you man sitting back. And also, their midfield.
Arteta.
No, one sec. His midfield
is more Jose Mourinho than Pep.
Yeah, but come on, he's not known to be pragmatic.
Once again, Arteta is actually more Jose.
He dominated your midfield, but his midfield dominated your midfield.
What did he say?
Arteta is more Jose than Pep. Arteta is one of these managers who will change depending on the opponent and doesn't stick to
last time I checked. I've never known a manager like Tuchel to have Pep under wraps. By the way, under wraps when he's got his team there in the Prem as well, in the Champions League as well. And the only one he did was when Bayern were taking over against Man City, and obviously he just about got that team. If the fact that they had Kane at that point as well, or a finisher, they would have buried them at the Allianz. That's a fact. But obviously they got murked. But I'm just trying to say, your team is known to be quick. But your manager is known to be quick, fire, proactive, and all that kind of stuff, yeah. But yet he made him sit back at the Allianz. And two, the midfield was cutting through your midfield like mustard and bullied Declan Rice.
Because we made a mistake in the home game where we went and disrespected Bayern and went too gun-ho to the point where we were wide open in the back.
The difference
So
is,
he needed
yeah,
to
but the
make an
difference is, if you've got to go away from home, playing pragmatic is not a bad thing. I'll be real. In a big game.
But Kaz, you need to look at it from this perspective. Your ownership look like they know what they want.
Well, if
Based
I'm
on the
going to get a
type-
pragmatic, if I get a pragmatic manager that gets a striker scoring 44 goals and get 12 assists, mate, I'm taking it.
Facts. So based on the income you guys make, the amount of investment you can make in the quality of players, you don't necessarily need a manager who's drilling them offensively week in, week out. You just need to be able to. You need to be able to set up well and have a good structure to go out there and week in, week out know that you're not going to get exposed. You're not going to concede as many shots.
I think you're
Ten
overlooking.
Hag is doing the exact opposite of what a Thomas Tuchel or thing would do. Having your team set up structurally correctly to a point where you're never going to be exposed that often.
But right now, I'd rather be hard to break down and still score goals. That's what he does. He's hard to break. His team is typically hard to break down, and he still scores goals.
Yeah, and he gets the little cheeky.
I'm not being funny.
Southgate does the same thing.
Yeah, but you can't say that. You can't say it's more freestyle. He doesn't allow freestyle when it goes forward, because if you see when it goes forward, typically his fullbacks are high and wide, not inverted, high and wide.
Inverted wingers.
If you really want to get if you really want to get through to the tactical thing, Southgate allows freestyle because he ain't got a clue. That's why Tuchel and teams like people like Klopp and whatnot, they get livid when the players are not in position or doing what they're meant to do. That's the difference. And the thing is, he always makes sure his defense, his nearest midfield, for one, and two, you can't get past it because he's always got someone to stop the counterattacks. That's why his teams are effective, but maybe in the league,
remember like Kante had a balling out in the Champions League final. Like Kante, look at Kante roaming around at that sort of midfield.
Mate, the guy, I like Tuchel, but my issue isn't on the tactics side of things. I just think it was cheeky to compare it to someone like Southgate or something, or Ollie even.
No,
but my problem with him is his man management. That's it.
He falls out with players.
That's why I reckon he has bad league forms, because during the second season or something, after he's won something or whatever, I reckon his ego might get involved. But maybe that's why you have a good club in front of him, maybe to handle that. Maybe, I don't know, but he always unfolds. That's my only issue with this guy.
But what gives you that? So let's say at PSG, he didn't.
Couldn't handle the egos.
What is that? What speculations of what he had beef with Mbappe?
Yeah. All bear man. There was some man on his side, but not really. Also, look, clearly at Bayern can't handle Kimmich and that, but somehow they've come around. But because they all know that he's leaving anyway. Sane, he's falling out with all these man, and he's German. And you'd think communication would be on point, maybe, but clearly not. Personalities are personalities. Dortmund was probably his only success, really and truly. Chelsea,
he had
Chelsea, he had them successful. But I'm not being funny. But when you're giving a man like, I don't think they recruited the best for him.
No, they didn't.
Either. They didn't recruit for him whatsoever. He knew what he wanted, but they didn't give it to him.
Yeah,
I think got the best out of
CDM. He wanted Declan Rice. He needed a new CDM.
Chelsea and him seemed like a good fit. I'll be real. Like, they didn't mind playing the football they did. They were nullifying a lot of teams, and that was that.
Chelsea.
Yeah, they didn't allow, and obviously after Roman left, they were cool capitulate. And I'm not being funny. It goes to show that wasn't too cool. Yeah, but yeah, being pragmatic and knockout football is something else. But you know what? Moving on from Tuchel though, the Jong to Arsenal, surprising. The better question is he a good fit? Is he the right fit? And is he someone that Arsenal? Is that someone Arsenal should go for? And I think he's been quoted at what? Is it 47 million? 50 million, something like that, because he was only worth 64 million like 2 years ago, but they really want to offload this guy.
47 million.
Wait, how much did Barca try to say? Because you were trying to in for De Jong. How much were they trying to quote you?
They accepted 62 or 64 million for him for us 2 seasons ago, and now I think I saw something along the lines that they would accept something at like 45 million because of the high wages he's on. He's on like 400K.
Yeah, he's on high wages.
No, but the only reason why he's on high wages because they deferred his wages. If they didn't defer his wages, he wouldn't be on such high wages.
What do you mean defer, by the way?
During COVID, he's one of the guys who basically took like 20% of his actual wages, and then later on they increased it. The only reason why he's making like 200 plus K a week or whatever is because his first year when it was COVID, he took like, what was it, 50 or 30K a week.
Yeah. And certain man took pay cuts. Like PK took a pay cut, but I think he didn't take a pay cut.
He didn't take a pay cut. He deferred it. He said, "You owe me later." So that's why he didn't pay as one of the highest players in the team.
And also, if you don't want him, I reckon there's somebody that is, I think is sought after. In my opinion, I don't know. It sounds like someone that's going to stay there, but he's got 2 years left on his deal, and they're not renewing his deal either. And he's probably at an age where he probably needs to think in his career. What is he, like 27, 28? Like,
He's
if he wants to
26.
last,
He's
he's 26. Must be going on to 27, right?
Yeah.
He must be thinking about his career. Surely,
His
like,
birthday is in a couple days, so he turns 27 on the 12th.
yeah,
Did he tell you that, yo?
I'm literally on transfer mark. That's why.
No, I'm joking.
That was so defensive as a joke. You go, relax.
No, 'cause
I reckon
I need to let you know. That's a thick thing to just know somebody's birthday.
Yeah,
like
has it marked on his calendar.
It's Dion's birthday. Happy birthday, Dion.
Well, if you're looking to get rid of Emil Smith Rowe and you're looking to get rid of Nketiah and everything like that, it easily pays for him. 2, wages become way more free. That would be easy to pay for him. But 4, is he the right fit for what you need though? Because in my opinion, he's not.
What do you think he is?
I reckon, you know what? He kind of reminds me of Erdegaard, but the more defensive version a little bit. And I'm not looking at De Jong as someone that's mad creative. Like, I don't look at him as a creative player, but I look at him as a dictator. Arsenal already do well in keeping the ball. Very much so. That's why you brought in Timber. That's why you got Zinchenko still there. That's why you got the players that you do. I think what you need is more creativity than a Frankie De Jong in the middle of your park. It'll be hard to get the ball off Arsenal, don't get me wrong. That if he's going for that direction, that means Arteta's got another plan that he wants to switch up potentially, and it might work. Next to Declan Rice is a bit of a cheat code. It allows maybe Erdegaard to be a little bit more free, but I don't think that's the sort of, hey, I'm looking at something, you need something different. Someone that's going to get you a goal out of nowhere, like a Barella or something like that. Someone that's going to put a different type of crossing than what you've already got.
I'm looking at 2 things for Frankie De Jong. First of all, I'm looking at his injury record, and I want to see how bad is it. I'm seeing a lot of ankle injuries. I'm seeing a lot of muscular things. So he might be somebody who's slightly injury prone, right? That's one.
Yeah.
That's one thing I'm going to look at, because whoever we sign, I want to sign somebody who's relatively stays fit, and hopefully they can stay fit when they come to Arsenal, right? But when I look at his qualities, defensively, on the ball, ability, overall, I think he would suit us quite well. I think he could be a younger version of Jorginho for us as we shift Jorginho away from the team. And Thomas Partey,
you're giving him a new contract.
Thomas Partey, no, but Jorginho is going to be in and around the squad, but he's not going to be relied on as much as he was this season. This season, the reason why he was relied on so much was because Thomas Partey was basically injured for a majority of the season, and we couldn't really utilize him. So we had to play Jorginho, and Jorginho did a really good job. Now, if we do get a Frankie De Jong, it would be the alternative to Zubimendi, because Zubimendi looks like we pulled out of the deal. Apparently, reportedly today, they said Team News Ticks tweeted out that Arsenal are not as interested in Zubimendi as we were a couple years ago, and it looked like he was the one we were going to go in the transfer window for. And there's also Bruno Guimaraes that we're linked to. I don't know about you guys, but
it costs double your money.
They're 2 completely different styles of players, but who would you rather go for, a Bruno Guimaraes or a Frankie De Jong? Or do you think we were going to go and actually go out and get 2 midfielders of that quality?
Well, it depends on needs, Igao. And I like Frankie De Jong, but I don't think you need Frankie De Jong. I don't think he comes into this team and he replaces, like, who is he potentially replacing? Partey. Is he a Partey? No, he's not a 6. Like, he plays in a 6 for Arsenal, and they hated it. Ever since Busquets retired, he started playing in the 6, and they hated it because he's not defensively aware. He's not physical enough. And he's not as good as Busquets, which is not really a diss, because who can ever be as good as Busquets? So when you bring him into this team, I feel like De Jong is more of an 8.
But
that's
how
I always
look at him. Side, Arteta loves winning duels.
But he's not a good defensive player. So what does that mean?
I think he's quite decent defensively.
He's quite good at winning duels in the midfield.
Not really. Go check his stats, bro. Because I made this argument when we were linked with him. I said, if we're getting someone to play as to be a companion to Mainu in the midfield, he's not him. I needed someone actually more defensive.
He would have, of course, Declan Rice with him. And it would be a situation where we would see Frankie De Jong maybe be more of a deep line playmaker in some games. And at some times he might be moving forward as an 8.
I think you need a different type of 8, personally.
I agree. I feel like he would have a place in this team if Rice wasn't already there. Because he would play instead of Rice, but he would bring on different qualities. The things that Rice has, Frankie De Jong doesn't have. But De Jong is he's that player that takes it from his own third to the final third. That's about it. He just does it very, very well.
He's a connector.
Well, for his price, though, I'm taking Frankie over Bruno Guimaraes all day long.
But that's what I'm saying. It depends on what you want.
You're taking Frankie over Bruno Guimaraes?
All day long.
I mean,
Is
Frankie's
this-
superior to him as a footballer, but what do you need in the team? Are we signing the better player?
I
or
mean,
the player that you need?
I'd rather spend 50 million rather than 100 million. There's a big difference. So you're either strengthening another team that wants to be up there, or a team that's over in the Liga that is desperate for peas.
I don't know.
So what you calling it? A yes or no? What is it? A yay or nay?
I'm taking Frankie de Jong. I think he's a quality player, and I think if he joined Arsenal, we would be a problem.
Be a good option.
Sorry,
Be a great option.
I think he would start. I think it would be
I
a
like that,
situation.
yeah.
It would be him. It would be him, Rice, and Odegaard. And the way that they would do it, it would be similar to how we have
To
Jorginho.
Jorginho, it would be, yeah. But Jorginho, you know what? I can't lie.
I
man.
think
His
they
composure
would
was
use him as
different.
the deep line playmaker, and they would have Odegaard and Rice basically being the eights.
Yeah, potentially, yeah. And you know what's funny? This Kimmich stuff hasn't even been resolved yet. At once they laughed at us. Remember the people said they wouldn't take Kimmich? Crazy, isn't it?
Persky.
Crazy.
Persky. You know, it's that when it's the one thing is that obviously some people don't watch European football that much, but even people that don't watch European football that much, bro, like you can't, like, when the narrative is like, oh yeah, man's finished. Don't
They think they think he's old because he's in his prime.
bro. Because again, 27 is the new 31 in Europe these days, man.
How old is
One of
Kimmich
them
now? Anyway,
27, it's like, oh, it's a bit too close to me in the 30, man. Listen,
29. He's 29.
scream about wanting ready-made. When man, here you go. Here's Joshua Kimmich. Oh, he passed it. Come on, man.
The other one didn't. You got who doesn't get smoked by Vini in the Bernabeu?
Yeah, bro.
Vini-
Mark Trent, bro.
I think
that's most people.
Bro,
Kyle Walker
Trent
even got smoked.
stripped like a bro. Trent got stripped like a bad beat, and all the
Vini
Chelsea
did a
fans-
rainbow flick over Kyle Walker last year, bro.
all the Chelsea fans were laughing, and then it happened to Reece James, and then now
Yeah.
we all know that Vini's just that good. It's killing me.
Real talk. Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Real
lie.
talk.
Vini took over Neymar's position, man, as the top Brazilian.
I can't lie. I like.
Yeah,
that's
I
why.
agree with
That's
that.
why like managers like Ancelotti need to stay around more. Free
That's
like.
because Vini's fit though. Neymar.
Yeah. But even
No,
then,
but it's not. But he did it when Neymar was still at PSG. I think. Like,
Vini,
just.
Vini.
I
Yeah,
think
but
Vini,
Neymar just
I'm-
done it
I'm
to
part of the
himself, though. He has
problem.
so much potential.
I'm
That's
part
just
of the
sad thing
problem.
about Neymar. The
Vinicius
potential
Junior
is
does
there.
not get enough respect. As Mbappe,
I ain't gonna lie.
Erling
Yeah,
Haaland-
Vinny 10 years ago, 15 years ago, he'd been an average winger. Be a good winger, shall I
No,
say,
no,
not
but-
an average.
But we can't do
that's
that.
what
We can't disrespect players because
Like, be a good
because
winger.
we
Like,
have
you
to
think I'm looking at
compare
Vinny,
them to-
bro? I've got charisma.
I'm forgetting who the fuck
I've got
Neymar is.
I've got
Oh,
charismas and nannies and all that. Like,
No,
the
I'm not
inconsistent. I've got the
saying-
same type of wingers, fam. They got to come
Bro,
up against
I'm not-
proper defensive
How about this?
fullbacks.
How about this?
Proper
If people
defensive
say-
fullbacks.
We say
Football
Vini's not getting enough record, bro. Neymar is one of the most disrespected footballers of all time.
Yeah, speak
100%.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with you there, but at the same time, Vini right now, the way Erling Haaland and Mbappe get spoken about, he should be in that category and spoken about in the same way.
Oh yeah, you know, for me, but we said I believe right now, as it stands, the best player in the world right now is Vini Jr. And that's no doubt. You're about to win a Champions League. You've won your league. You know, you're going into you're prepping up to a World Cup, and that Brazil team is got a lot of potential to hit in a couple years' time. I mean, ain't seen a good Brazil team in a while, by the way. Neymar, I believe, look, as a pure footballer, like Neymar is gravy, isn't it? But he ruined it by going PSG.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. His legacy fucked up. His legacy ended when it went PSG. That's his fault. It is what it is, isn't it?
Bro, he was at Monaco.
Hmm?
He was at Monaco. He went to PSG. He's ripped it up. He's won the
We're
French.
talking about
League
Neymar.
once.
Oh, I was about Neymar. Oh, Mbappe. No, don't get me wrong. Mbappe needs to be. I don't know. I think Mbappe's biggest issue is Mbappe. No one else.
Oh,
He's
okay.
thinking-
I
he's
thought
got-
you
he's
were talking about Mbappe.
No,
Guys,
no.
let's not do this comparison thing, because if we do comparisons, we're not these players currently will never beat the abilities from those players, because the managers in today's football have restricted players so much that they have to play a certain way. Or
I
else they
hope,
don't want to-
I hope that changes. This is why I liked Arteta last year more time, because it's the freedom they had on the wings to do whatever they wanted, and then the goals were serious. Like, I liked it. It's just a little bit of that. I hate pet football, man. I hate it. Can't stand it.
Yeah, that's why.
Everything
That's
goes
why
in roundabouts.
Right, everything's robotic nowadays. Like Tuchel, it's all robotic. It's all robotic. It's boring.
Not
This is-
really. I mean, Tuchel kind of allows his attacker to express themselves in the final.
Yeah,
Look at Musiala.
uh,
He's more robotic in his third and his half. But up
but
front,
it's
that's
not
why. That's why you notice what he did. He
robots.
got a Kane. He was like, you know what? I just need someone that does everything in the final third for me. And he got himself a Kane.
Tuchel, like,
That's the same thing
like,
he did with the Lukaku. He
That's
likes
why I
those
can't-
attackers.
you
that
know
you
can
could
what?
do
almost
everything.
say he's like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, allowing his
Stop
attackers.
saying that, man. Stop
No,
saying
but
that.
Solskjaer had no structure, bro. Not even defense.
I'm
Bro,
mad at you
play
guys saying that. It's
counter
pissing me
attacking.
off.
You know what? Any manager can play counter attacking football, and that's a fact. Anyone. It's not hard to set up as a counter attacking manager.
But it's hard to be effective defensively as a
Not
team.
really. Not if you're playing 11 man behind the ball, how hard is that?
No, we see it every week in the Premier League. Teams still get exposed by Man City, Arsenal.
Yeah,
other
but
teams.
it's just but
you can try to do
Bro,
a mid block, a low block,
Yeah,
but it's all about how good your team is and how well they move as a unit.
Yeah,
It only takes one person coming out of position to mess it all up.
Nah, man. When it's just Ollie had McFred and he's decided to not even evolve from McFred. That was his issue. He had a
Yeah, well,
Sancho.
you're probably
He
using Fred
tried.
right now, bro.
He tried to go more expressive, and look how that worked out. Shocking. But
McFred-
anyways,
I would love to see Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at Bayern Munich.
better than what you have now.
yeah. No, but I know that. But the thing is, when he tried to transition out of that, it flopped hard differently. Like that's the difference, unfortunately. Because guess what? There's one anomaly people don't understand. Bruno Fernandes. Crap, you can't build around this sort of players, individuals. Anyways, we're gonna be back tomorrow. It's gonna go to a gal's stream as well. So do go over to a gal's stream and smash a like over there, and he can talk to you about all the given news and stuff like that. But big up to Mons, big up to Staffy, and big up to Welks. Descriptions in the channels in the description below if you want to go see Staffy TV. He does do content, not just Man United as well. But yeah, man, in a bit, and we'll be back tomorrow midday.